Grab your popcorn. Cancel your plans. Tell your friends and your enemies. Because this is it. Everything the Thunder and Nuggets have worked for all season comes down to this moment. A single game to define months of sacrifice, sweat, and soul-searching. And according to Thunder superstar Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, the magnitude couldn't be clearer. It's do or die, SGA said following their Game 6 defeat in Denver. It's what you live for, what you work your whole life for. Either your dream continues or your dream ends. That's not hyperbole. That's the essence of Game 7. And while the short-term implications are explosive, like punching a ticket to the Western Conference Finals or getting bounced in round 2, the long-term stakes might be even more fascinating. Let's unpack what's truly on the line when the Thunder and Nuggets collide in what promises to be an all-time classic. If the Thunder wins Game 7, this is more than just another playoff victory. This is a cultural statement, a franchise turning point, a coming-of-age moment for one of the NBA's youngest and most dynamic rosters. Clutch Gene confirmed? Let's be honest, clutch was a dirty word around Oklahoma City earlier in this series. Game 1 slipped through their fingers like a bar of soap in a prison shower. Game 3's overtime collapse was a masterclass in misfiring. The whispers started, "Can these guys close?" But then something changed. The Thunder dug deep. They gutted out a gritty road win in Game 4 and then roared back in the fourth quarter to steal Game 5. A Game 7 victory? That's a narrative breaker. That's the stuff of legends. That's when a team isn't just good. They're battle-tested, championship-caliber good. MVP narrative resurrection. Let's get ahead of the takes that are going to fly if the Thunder lose. Can Shai really be the MVP if he can't get past round 2? First of all, pump the brakes. Nikola Jokic is the best basketball player on the planet. That's not even up for debate. But SGA had the best MVP season. Period. If OKC moves on, this debate gets silenced. If they fall short, the hot takes will sizzle. Paper MVP. Flash in the pan. Can't win when it matters. That's the sports media machine, folks. Game 7 is a chance for SGA to slam the brakes on that noise. The door swings wide open. Let's not forget what's happening elsewhere in the bracket. The Celtics are stumbling. The Bucks are gone. The Sixers imploded. Again. Out west, the Wolves look ferocious, but beatable. And the Thunder? They just might have the clearest path to the finals they'll see for years. No one is saying New York or Indiana is a walk in the park. But 3 elite teams entered the postseason. Boston, Denver, Oklahoma City. The Thunder could be the last one standing. And while this team is built for the long haul, let's be real. Opportunities like this don't come around often. You have to seize them. If the Thunder loses Game 7, cue the skeptics, cue the second-guessers, cue the sting of a dream delayed. Regular season means nothing, now let's face it. 68 wins and a historic point differential feel empty if it ends in a second-round flameout. Next season, the Thunder could rattle off 70 victories and the response would be a collective shrug. The bar is raised now. Regular season dominance? That's old news. It's rings or bust from here on out. Youth movement or growing pains? The Thunder are young, ridiculously young. That's a double-edged sword. You can chalk up playoff stumbles to inexperience. But how long can you use that excuse? Chet Holmgren still looks like he's recalibrating after that brutal hip injury. His offensive confidence, a bit shaky. Jalen Williams? Explosive all season, but Game 6 was a ghost performance. And that three-point shooting? Let's just say it's taken a nosedive when it matters most. Game 7 could be a crucible. the pressure cooker that reveals who's truly built for playoff wars and who still needs to marinate. Long-term stakes if the Thunder win. Validation of the process. This is Sam Presti's master plan in full bloom. After the Durant-Westbrook breakup and years of asset hoarding, the rebuild was methodical, calculated, and now it's on the verge of paying off. A trip to the Western Conference Finals, even without a championship, cements this group as legit contenders. It fuels belief, it creates momentum, it changes how players, agents, and even other GMs talk about Oklahoma City. Shift in Western Conference power. The Warriors dynasty, fading. The Lakers, unreliable. The Clippers, perpetually in ICU. Meanwhile, Minnesota and OKC are knocking loudly. The Thunder might be at the start of a multi-year reign out west. And if Denver falls in Game 7, you better believe the entire conference will take notice. It's not just a game, it's a power shift. Long-term stakes if the Thunder lose. Trade deadline flashbacks. Remember when the Thunder stood pat in February? No big moves, no splashy additions. Trust the process, they said.